In this golf bag is a mega limited edition golf club from one of the biggest golf brands in the world, and it's quite expensive, as you can see. So today we're going to discuss it. We're going to see just how good it can be, just how potentially it might help my game, help your game, and to be honest, if you'd have it in the bag. Chris, how excited are you for this?
I am a big fan of this brand, always use this brand. Well, until now, but all my junior life I use this brand.
And it's an interesting one because it's not necessarily a forgiving golf club. It's not necessarily a golf club that could help you lower your scores, but it's a golf club that's mega limited edition, and we'll stop being around the bush. It's under that head cover just there. But we're going to get to the green first off. We're going to talk about limited run golf clubs and just how potentially golf manufacturers basically use them just as a little bit of a cash cow. And I think that's generally what's happening here. Chris, I'll let you lead us off. Nice. That's delight.
Cash cow, some would say.
And speaking limited golf clubs, so Chris has just teed off there with the Tacoma 301, the next 100 variant, which obviously we were sort of behind, really. We gave Tacoma the idea to do that, and a lot of people are really enjoying using those golf clubs as well. Would you want something that's limited edition? In golf, we all know that the words prototype, tour, Circle T, all those things, they have a different meaning. A lot of people will spend money on them just because they have a special stamp on them, or they're a different colour or different specs ever so slightly. And I find it really interesting because there's not many other sports in the world that do that.
Same as that golf ball.
Oh. That'll do.
Beautiful.
So when it comes to this brand in particular, Chris, you've had loads of clubs in the past from, we'll say it's a Ping golf club.
Yeah.
And PLD always used to be a special department, didn't it, from your time on tour?
It did, yeah, only for tour players, tour use.
Very similar to the Circle T element, although Circle T putters are probably 10 times the price of, maybe even 20 times the price of a PLD putter. So I think it's nice. Oh, look at them there, lovely. Surprised Bobby hasn't jumped off to say hello there.
No.
But, because he didn't fall off when I slowed down. But I think it's nice that you can have something limited. It's nice, especially if it's your hobby and you maybe collect these things or something like that. It just makes it a little bit different, and I'm really interested to see how this performs. So let's get these balls on the green, and we're going to have a bit of a put-off and see who can take victory. There's also a few negatives about this club I want to address as well, so stay tuned for that. And it's not just the price.
Bobby.
I feel bad after that. Strange.
Coiled spring.
Strange. It's a delightful strike.
Sit down.
Oh. Lovely. With the limited 101, 301s even.
301.
Right, we managed to avoid it. Send a full shot in there. Release. Go. Tell you what, that's done exceptionally well because I duffed that. So what is so special about this Ping PLD putty? You can see we've got a lovely head cover on there. That's a special edition Ping head cover. And once we open it up, it's an Answer 30. Now, what does the 30 stand for? And why do we have these gold elements of paint in there? So it's 100% 303 milled, which means it's going to feel nice and soft, hopefully. We'll test that in a second. It's also got a long neck. So it's got a longer neck than a standard Ping Answer putter. And it's limited edition. This is Ping's, this is a quote, winningest putter. Is that a word?
It is now.
Winningest putter. So as you can see, it's Putter Lab design. As Chris said, this used to be just for tour pros, but now it's not. It's for everybody. You can get them for £500, which I think is quite expensive for a standard Answer putter. But we also get that Ping composite black shaft in there, and I think that looks really, really nice as well. And the grip's limited edition as well. The grip is a special grip, but it's 30 degrees toe hang. That's what the 30 stands for. I thought it might be like 30th anniversary.
Me
it's
too.
30 degrees toe hang. So, Chris, who would 30 degrees toe hang suit?
Again, if you're somebody who misses putts to the left, again, if we've got a little bit of toe hang, what's going to happen with that toe hang is as we start to accelerate in the downswing, you'll often see that it will open it up a little bit. Obviously, the misconception, again, when you've been fittings over years, you might have been told, well, if you're missing them to the right, you need a toe hang one so you can really get it turning over. That's not really how the putter works. Naturally, it'll want to open a little bit, so if you're actually missing them left, a toe hang putter might suit you better. If you're missing to the right, then it's going to make you miss further rides. Really.
Absolutely, and to test this, I brought out some of these very vibrant Callaway Chrome Soft balls with, I'm going to say Truvis on them. It's not Truvis, is it? Anyway, with technology on them to see what kind of roll we get. So the one thing that I'm not a huge fan of with this, you can only get it in right-handed and you can only get it in 34 inches of length, which I think putter-wise, obviously if you're right-handed you need a right-handed putter. I'm surprised they don't do it in left-handed because I find that very, very strange. But also I'm really surprised you can't get 35 inches. I'm only 5'10", but I like to have a longer putter because I feel like I put better when I'm in a better, taller posture. So if I was to do that, you'll see that the putter isn't in the end of my hands there, so I have to kind of bend over a little bit more to find that height. Now that's all good and well if this is the length putter for you, but Ping are pretty much some of the best. Oh, that felt really soft though. Oh, John might not get this back. That felt incredibly soft. Ping are some of the best, well, the best brand when it comes to club fitting. I think PXG are nudging up to them, but Ping, fitting wise, they've always been ahead of the game. So to release a club that you can't get fitted for, essentially, you can't order in your specs, Ping always say play your best. You can't play your best if a club isn't in your specs, and whether or not these are designed just to be bought for, to have on the shelf, to be part of collections and stuff like that. So this is a friend of ours and he's got about 10 of them. So I'm not sure how long he's going to use it for, but very, very interesting that Ping haven't made this available. It's almost like it's like the Victor Hovland one was in his specs, and I get that because it's Victor Hovland's putter. And if you want to buy a Victor Hovland's putter, it needs to be in Victor Hovland's specs. This is James's putter, Chris's putter, so it needs to be in James's specs or Chris's specs because we have two totally different specs and put totally differently. But that does really feel fantastic. Over to you.
Right, and interesting with this putter is that it is a limited run of a limited range. So PLD, obviously we know there's plenty of PLDs out now, there's a lot more on that range, but this one is only coming in the Answer model, so it's not the other models, it's not the Oslo, it's not the Ketch or Fetch or whichever putter you have there. So again, limited of limited, a little bit short for me, but you know, you can deal with that. It certainly looks fantastic, but is it going to do anything different for you than another Answer would? I've had Answers even over my playing time. And again, does feel incredibly soft. Sometimes when you do get that milled putter, it still feels a little bit firm off the face. Again, there, pace control, that's inside tour average, inside 10% from where I am. So again, it's doing the work that you want it to. £500. Again, Scotty Cameron's up there, and that's potentially.
Yeah, Scotty Cameron. I think the fact this is limited does help it, but then it doesn't necessarily help your game. I mean, you'd spend, or Bobby would spend, £550 on the latest driver, but would you do it for a putter, which you use probably a lot, well, you definitely use more in a round of golf than your average club.
Oh, it's a great
the roll I'm getting on that is absolutely gorgeous, I must say. I'll keep lining those up. I'm amazed how soft it actually feels.
Yeah, that's a big surprise for me. Obviously, sometimes you spend that money, it doesn't feel as soft. Sometimes the latest Scotty Camerons don't feel as soft as maybe you want them to for the price.
The new Scotty Camerons I think are quite clicky, but I think John's got a nice purchase here. I'd be tempted to stick a shaft extension in, but realistically,
great roll.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying using that. Guys, if you've enjoyed this video, smash that subscribe button below. A real quick review of the brand new Ping PLD 30 putter. You're gonna have to be quick if you want one. They are limited edition. This one isn't ours, it's a friend of ours, as we said, but for £500, would you spend that money on a very, very nice stealthed out putter? Or would you go and get fitted for a brand new driver and potentially try and help your game that way? Guys, thanks for watching. See you at the same time tomorrow.